Yo, what's good everyone? Today I'm going to be breaking down some of my favorite DraftKings plays for tonight's 6-game NHL slate. Let's dive right into it. And like I always do here in these videos, I'm going to give you a high-level overview of my cheat sheet, breaking down some of my favorite plays here for this 6-game slate. But as always, everyone, just want to remind you, I am running that free Discord channel as well. You can see that mentioned above. We have over 800 people in the Discord talking multiple different sports for DFS, as well as some of their favorite sports bets. If you want to join that, there's a link to do so in the description below, as well as in the pinned comment below. With that being said, let's dive into the cheat sheet here. We're going to kick it off with a couple of line stacks that I like for tonight, starting with this first line for the Vancouver Canucks. We got Miller centering DeBrusk and Besser. I like the matchup here against the New Jersey Devils, who have really struggled defensively in their last 5 games here, allowing 5 goals per game, the most in the NHL during that stretch, with the league's second worst penalty kill, just hitting at a 64.3% rate. We're going to see Miller and Besser play up on the number 1 power play, and DeBrusk plays down on the second. And then another line stack that I like targeting here tonight is that first line for the Columbus Blue Jackets, where we got Monahan centering Shinnikov and Marchenko, 2 Russian wingers there if you couldn't tell by their last names, but a very affordable line stack here that's played very well together this year. In fact, if you go on moneypuck.com right now, no other line has had a better expected goals percentage than this line here, hitting at a 74.1% rate. Plus, all 3 of these guys play up on the Columbus Blue Jackets' number 1 power play. I love the correlation we get there, especially in this matchup against the New York Islanders, who have really struggled on the penalty kill over the last 10 days, hitting at just a 55.6% rate, the worst in the NHL, and they're playing on back-to-back nights, starting Varlamov tonight, who has not been very good this year. Now folks, before we dive into some of these individual plays here, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. This channel is growing every single day. It's completely free to sub, and every like, comment, and sub that you guys leave truly does help me out. Alright, now diving into some of these individual plays here, we're going to kick it off with the forwards. The first guy that I got there is Nico Hischier. Now I could have highlighted Kyle Connor, could have highlighted Mark Stone. Both those guys were on my spreadsheet at one point, both playing some really good hockey right now, but so is Nico Hischier here of the New York Devils. He's now got 8 goals, 3 assists, 11 points in just his last 9 games, showing some really nice upside on DraftKings during that stretch of games as well. So at $7,200, his price has gone up this season, but overall just playing some really good hockey. So is Casey Middlestead. Now I know he's not playing up on that first line right now with Mikko Rantanen, Nathan McKinnon. He's down on the second line, but he is getting time on the number 1 power play and has truly played some good hockey this year, probably the best hockey of his career. 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points now through 10 games to start the season. And then this 5 through 4K range, in my opinion, is loaded with value at the 4 position. I ultimately highlighted Thomas Hertl here, the Vegas Golden Knights, Nikolai Ehlers of the Winnipeg Jets, and Alex Laferriere of the Los Angeles Kings, but a handful of other guys here that I'm going to mention. Fantilli of the Columbus Blue Jackets sitting at 4.6K, Dorofeyev of the Vegas Golden Knights sitting at 4.4K, Garland of the Vancouver Canucks sitting at 4.3K. Those are all great value plays in my opinion. We're talking about guys who are logging solid minutes 5-on-5, getting opportunity on the power play as well. So I just thought that the 4 through 5K range was littered with value tonight, so I kind of wanted to highlight that as a whole. Now, moving on to the defenseman here, first guy that I got is Quinn Hughes of the Vancouver Canucks, and basically just reiterating everything that I said earlier when highlighting that first line for Vancouver. Good matchup at home here tonight against the Devils, who have struggled defensively as of late. Goaltending has not been great, and their penalty kill has been abysmal. Hughes logs around 24 plus minutes per night and plays big minutes on that number 1 power play, where he really thrives. Plus, we do have the brother narrative here, Quinn Hughes, the older brother, playing against his 2 younger brothers with Jack and Luke. Alex Pietrangelo here, next guy that I got for the Vegas Golden Knights. Look, Shea Theodore's fine, Noah Hannafin's fine too, but Petro's playing some really good hockey here in his last 4 games, having hit 15.8, 13.3, 26.6, and 27.9 DraftKings points. During that stretch, he had 8 assists, 1 goal, and he's not afraid to block shots either. And then a couple of value defensemen that I like here tonight, first being Brandt Clark of the Los Angeles Kings. The young player is living up to the hype so far this year. 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points in 10 games, playing big minutes, logging around 20 minutes per night, playing up on the number 1 power play, and he's averaging 2 block shots per game as well. And then Simon Edvinsson there of the Detroit Red Wings is averaging close to 2.7 block shots per game, very capable of getting you that 3-point DraftKings bonus by blocking 3 shots in the game. He's logging solid minutes for Detroit as well, playing time on the penalty kill, and he has 4 points through 9 games too. And then I got a couple of goaltenders there for you, and I went the cheaper route here on the spreadsheet today. I can't say I'm in love with the higher price goalies, so I'm kind of looking at the value here that they'd offer, and I do think that both these guys are probably just a little too cheap. Starting here with Ilya Samsonov of the Vegas Golden Knights. He's been fantastic in his first 4 starts this year with a 3-0-1 record, goals allowed average of 2.21, and a save percentage of .932. Those are really solid numbers for a guy priced here at $7,300. Now, I know the theory here behind Alex Lyon. They're playing the Winnipeg Jets, who have just truly been on a heater to start the season, but Lyon's been good in his games as well, and while he's just 2-2 with a record, he's got a goals allowed average of 2.05 and a save percentage of .940. Those are truly great numbers, averaging 17 DraftKings points per game, again at $7,200. Hard to ignore those numbers. And as always, gonna wrap up this video here with 3 low-priced options or sub 4K forward plays. First guy that I got there is JT Compher of the Detroit Red Wings. He's playing on the second line in number 2 power play right now. 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points through 8 games, averaging 9.1 DraftKings points per game. Next guy that I got is Connor Zary there of the Calgary Flames. Also playing on the second line in number 2 power play. He's got 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points through 9 games, averaging 9 DraftKings points per game. And then Nino Niederreiter of the Winnipeg Jets has played truly terrific hockey to start the season. Really, that entire third line for Winnipeg's been good. He's got 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points now in 9 games, averaging close to 11 DraftKings points per game. Again, playing on that third line and number 2 power play. Alright everyone, that is going to wrap up this video here for today. As always, thank y'all for taking the time out of your day to watch the content here on this channel. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Let's have ourselves a great day here, folks, and let's win some money on this 6-game NHL slate.